everyone, and welcome to News and Views for February the 13th, 2025. Coming up, of course, is Manitoba's Louis Riel Day weekend, a 3-day weekend this weekend. We were due to have a festivities in town. However, Winterfest has now been postponed to next week, to Sunday, February 23rd, with the same schedule due to the extreme cold we're having. They were concerned about volunteers, children, horses being out all day in that extreme cold. So everyone stay warm, wait a week. We will be celebrating on February 23rd instead. 2 items on the show for you today. First of all, correspondent John Drinkwater was down in Gladstone just this morning, interviewing the proprietor of the new bakery in Gladstone, Follow the Crumbs. Gladstone has been without a bakery for the last little while, and I'm sure everyone is very excited to have one open in the community once again. And we also have a tour of the local fire hall. This is a fairly recent build within the last few years here in town. And this is actually part of a larger program. We were able to attend a Q&A with Fire Chief Eve Gillis and then go through this tour of the fire hall. So the tour is on the show today. A larger program will be elsewhere in the schedule coming up in the next couple of weeks. If you have anything going on, any events, any talks, any information for us, please do get in touch. We would love to talk to you. The number is 204-476-2639 or email nactv@wcgwave.ca. Thanks and enjoy the show.
They'll signal like that up in the sky though, right? So when they're coming in, they'll see these lights flashing. And then what they'll do is they'll know exactly where to land. So we'll lay them all out in an area, 120 feet by 120 feet, and they'll just come and land right on that spot. When we do that, they'll be like that, right? Flashing like that. So what we do is we have a radio on and you stand where you want them to land. So if the wind to your back, right? You stand like this and you stand in your radio and say, oh gosh, he doesn't hit me. Right at the head of the circle. And then when he gets coming down, he's going to talk to you on your radio. And he's going to say, is everything fine to land right where you are? And say yes. So then you get down on your knees and he comes right down and lands right there. Now if I get scared and back up, he comes with me. He keeps coming after me, right? He keeps following me because he knows he can see me, so he keeps coming at me. So I want to stay still. So I go down on my knees and stay right here. And then he'll land right there. That's how stars do it. Right? And then they get out and do what their thing is, right? They'll pick you up. I was telling you about these fancy tools we have to cut new cards. Look at this, guys. Aren't these beautiful? These are quite the toys. We cut right through the entire car right here. We just took a car like this and cut right through it, right from one side to the other. Yeah, they're amazing. They're all battery operated. They got nice little ones like this, right? It's pretty cool. This will cut over 10,000 psi. So it'll cut your brake pedal right off your car. You couldn't cut your brake pedal if I gave you a saw and told you to go at it with a metal blade, and you couldn't ever cut your brake pedal off no matter how hard you try. I can snap it right off of that tool. Yeah, it's amazing what they'll do. Like I said, even this will ram your whole car right back. I can put that against your back seat and push your whole dash right out of your car and get your legs right out from underneath it. It's a beautiful tool. But, like I said, there's much to do daddy's stuff. But anyway, it's got all the stuff for rescue. It's got a backboard in it, it's got water suits, so if we have to jump in the ice, we got suits for that. We got water suits going. We don't go in the water without suits on anyways. We got suits to put on, we got life jackets in here, we got thermal imaging cameras, we got a basket if we have to lift you up a bank, we got ropes to rappel ourselves down with. Everything is on this rescue truck, which will go to every single scene, no matter what happens. Right? We take it to it because just in case, and that's why I said, like if you're out of your house and you're on fire, your house is on fire, and you have nowhere to go and you're dressed in a t-shirt, which is often nice, you can get in here where it's nice and warm, right? We'll let you sit in our truck and stay warm. Right? This is another truck we have, this is another one truck. So this truck is actually goes, we take this truck to every single fire in town. I'm a firm believer that every hookup on this truck has foam. The top one has foam on it, the side one has foam on it, the 2 front hoses have foam on it, there's 2 nozzles on the front that pour water and foam out, and there's water on the front too. And water also. So that's a nice thing about that truck. Any questions? No, pretty straightforward, eh?
This is the new fire truck.
This is the newest one we have. Yep. Yeah, it has no miles on it yet, believe it or not. Hard to use it a few times. Got a few grass fires with it.
Oh, yeah.
It's, yeah, they're all, none of them have any miles on them. They're all like brand new. Like this one's 16, it hasn't even got 4,000 kilometers on it. Like it doesn't go anywhere. They don't ever go anywhere. We go like 3 miles, 5 miles, and we come home, right? Fire trucks don't get used a whole bunch. The rescue gets used more than any other trucks. But I mean, our area is getting bigger all the time.
Yeah.
Like we're spreading out and going to like the Rosedale. So we're helping Rosedale now. I mean, we go to Gladstone to help them out because I mean they had their fires down there. Carberry, actually, North Langford, North Cypress, Langford is right here at, well, the motel up there is in Langford. Everything else in Langford. So I actually do Langford up to the Brookdale Road. It's all mine this side, right?
Eve, can you tell us a little bit more about this equipment here?
I will tell you right away. What's that? The difference in them?
Yes, sir.
This is more water. Then that one's a whole setup for foam and everything else, right? It'll have foam and everything. This one's just a water truck, basically. But it's got a pump and everything. We can pump water with it and still fight a fire with it. But these ones have foam on them and all the other stuff, right? There's actually a set of jaws in that truck too, in case we have an accident and we need sets. We have a set on that truck too, right? That's the difference.
Can you tell me the benefit of using foam rather than water in putting out the fire?
The foam we have is actually, I guess the way to explain it would be like, say we wanted to burn a building down, like your house down, but we didn't want to destroy the house next door to it. We could go over and cover the whole outside of your house with foam. It just hangs there like snow, right? And then what we do is light the fire inside, and that house would never come out of that foam. It would just fall in on itself. So that's how foam would work if we went to your house. Like we could smother it. We smother the fire with foam is what we do. So if we take away all the air and everything else, we just shoot foam on it and it just smothers it. Like a big blanket over top of it, and it puts the fire out. Where water, we're putting air to water, right? We're pushing it, so we gotta actually wet it all, right? So it's easier if you spray foam, we can just spray it over top and put it out quick, right? Now, in saying that, we're not gonna go to a field and do that because I mean, we're gonna let it burn through it. But on a house or something, if we went and sprayed, like say your garage is separate from your house, we wanted to save your garage because your house was gonna go, we could spray the garage to save the garage. Just with foam on it, that would stop it from burning. Where actually the house would fall down beside it and you wouldn't even know it was there. So it is a lot handier to have. It's a lot more useful, it's a little more expensive, right? So we have different vehicles we use in the summertime, wintertime, whatever it is. Of course, you can see this is a snowmobile. So what we've done is we've gone out for, well, actually with EMS lots of times. They don't have a snowmobile, they don't have any way to reach the snowmobile trail, for instance. We've gone out and found a guy, he went off the trail, he was from Erickson, didn't know the trail, came off it, he was out somewhere out there past checkpoint B, whatever the hell that meant, and we went out there and tried to find him, so we needed a snowmobile to get to him so we could pick him up and bring him back into town. He broke his leg, he fell off the snowmobile. We had a guy one time in a snowstorm, got stuck in his house and he had a heart attack and the ambulance couldn't get to him. We went out with the snowmobile and brought him in, and Toboggan and brought him in. So we do actually go out and use it when there's an emergency to use it. We don't use it otherwise, just for fun. That's one of the things we do. We do have another thing in the corner is that water caddy. We do have it. We pull it behind another truck. It's good for grass fires because you can never have enough water on a grass fire. And the bad thing about these big trucks, as you can see, they don't get into a field very good without getting stuck. They got a lot of weight on them, and if they get stuck, they're hard to get out. So what we do, this one isn't bad, it's four-wheel drive, those ones aren't. So we try not to drive those big trucks in the field very much. We try to keep them out so we don't wreck them, which is probably a good thing. So that's one of the things we got smaller trucks for, and that tank carries 300 gallons. That one over there carries 300 gallons. You got 600 gallons of water. Off a garden hose, you got lots of water to fight a grass fire anywhere. So we use them in a lot in the spring and the summer. There's lots of that. That other equipment up there is all for gas spills and stuff like that.
Hi, I'm Judy Parker, and this is my bakery at Follow the Crumbs in Gladstone, Manitoba. As of tomorrow, we have been open 1 month, which has been really exciting. The support, the community support and surrounding area has been phenomenal, and we are absolutely having a blast in here every day baking, and the other girls are cooking for me. My daughter's making our soups every day, and Jennifer, who's back there, she likes to do our sandwiches up for the day. So it's kind of great. It's fun. It's truly a dream come true, and we are absolutely enjoying ourselves.
Now, tell me how the title of the business, Follow the Crumbs, came about.
Actually, my boyfriend threw that name in the hat when I was trying to name my business for my markets. There was a bunch of different names I had, and he threw in Follow the Crumbs, and we had, 20, 25 people vote on it, and most but one picked Follow the Crumbs, and so here we are.
So, you've been open 1 month?
1 month tomorrow.
Yeah. Now, as we all know, this was a business before.
Yes.
Did you feel the need to make any changes as to the layout or the equipment or anything?
We've changed the layout a little bit. We've opened up the center a little bit more, making it easier for people to come and go instead of, and then you're not having private conversations in the middle of this room when you got people whirling around you.
True.
And we've painted the place, and that's about it for down here.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what were you involved in prior to coming here?
Baking for markets.
Mm-hmm.
And then but it's been a dream of mine to have a bakery. So now my market table is possibly finished, unless I can, get the right staff in place. Then my plan is to maybe continue doing markets as the bakery is also still running, and catering. I want to get into catering as well. I really enjoyed catering when I was a teenager working for somebody. So now I'd like to be able to do it from here as well, once we get a little bit more stable, ready.
Where did your interest come with interest in baking and that? Is it from family or?
Yeah, I started baking when I was about 10, and I fell in love with baking, and I've never grown tired of it. Just love it more and more and more and more, and always wanting to do different things, like try this, try that, try this, try that, right? And so, but I don't like cooking.
Now you live in?
I live upstairs.
Upstairs?
Yes, we renovated upstairs as well, and we moved in upstairs. My commute's very easy at 1 o'clock in the morning. Flight of stairs. Yes. And no snowstorm can stop me either, right? So
True.
I don't have to travel, which is nice.
Yeah. Was there a need to seek grants to help with the?
No, I have an investor who we decided that we would just stick with them as my investors and start from there, and maybe in the future maybe get some grants to do some more repairs that definitely need to probably get done, but at this point in time we did not.
Mm-hmm. So the basic equipment in the kitchen and that's from?
The basic equipment in the kitchen is the original stuff that's been here for a long time, so there's no computers back there.
Mm-hmm.
No electronic stoves, mixers, nothing. It's all old school, and that's one of the best things about this place, because now it's simple. People can come in and fix it. I don't need all the high-end technicians and technology people to come in and to fix anything.
So, Jody, you're the owner.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the other staff.
So yes, there's me, the owner. Jennifer, she's a friend of mine, and she is my daytime girl. And then my daughter Bailey, she comes in after school every day and closes out the restaurant, and she makes my soup every day. And then her daughter Rebecca also works up front here with her for 3 days a week. And Danielle, she is a lady that I hired to help me in the kitchen in the back, and she helps me with my baking. Mm-hmm. And then my boys come in and do all my floors and everything at the end of, and garbages at the end of the day. and my boyfriend is my maintenance man. So it's very much family run. And without all of them, I mean, this would never be a success. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Now, with regard to the soups that your daughter is involved in, is that from inspiration or?
She loves soup.
Yeah.
So she reminds me of my grandma's. My grandma's both always made amazing soup, and she has definitely picked that up. So she's making fresh homemade soup every single day. So we've got from pepper pot to tomato soup to cream of celery and she's going to try for her first time tomorrow is Zummerborscht, which is a Mennonite soup, but it's delicious. Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes, we actually got her a, what do they call it? An immersion blender so that she can do some of those creamy soups and stuff like the tomato soup and everything. It's a lot easier to blend all those tomatoes up versus trying to do it in a blender and everything, especially when everything's hot. And so she enjoys her new toy.
Mm-hmm. So, what are your hours of operation?
We are open Tuesday to Saturday, 9 to 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Now, previously the business had pizza and that.
Yes.
Is that something that you might be looking at?
Yes, absolutely. We will definitely be bringing that back. We just have a little bit more equipment that still needs to be fixed in the back before I'd be ready to start bringing pizza back.
Yeah. So, in talking about the baking products and that, you have cookies and
some muffins, cinnamon buns every day. I'm hoping to be bringing pies tomorrow, bringing them out, and just keep growing. For the time being, we do not have donuts. There's been a little bit of a hiccup. We have to get a new deep fryer, and once we get that, then we will definitely be bringing those donuts back, especially that long john.
I seem to remember that cinnamon buns were very, very popular.
Yes, I am not doing the original cinnamon
No.
bun. I'm doing my own cinnamon bun. It's called an apple pie cinnamon bun.
Oh.
And then and the reason the apple pie name is there's apple chunks in it, but and it's the dough, everything is all made from scratch. So it's a little bit more tedious, but we are selling out every day. So come and get them while they're hot.
Good.
With a cinnamon cream cheese frosting on top, if you
Oh.
would like. Yes, it just finishes it off
That's unique.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It's early days, obviously, but do you get groups of people coming in for in
Yes.
the morning for breakfast?
What
or-
is it? I'm expecting that there'll be the coffee people will be rolling in here shortly, especially the ladies. They come faithfully every day. And then in the afternoon, we get a crew of men and sometimes the ladies back. But yes, it always seems to be, it's a little, like you said, early, and it's cold. So it seems to be always a little bit slower of a start when it's so cold outside. So before you know it, yes, people will be milling about here all day long.
So over the lunch hour, it's fairly busy?
That depends on the days,
Yeah.
like sometimes it's a little bit quieter and the next day, we're lined up to the door, so, which is nice.
In the future, are you looking at possibly opening a bit later for, say, a special supper meal or anything like that?
No, I don't plan on adding supper meals
Yeah.
into this. It's,
Yeah.
I don't know, I just want to be the old school bakery, right? So if something ever changes, well, I'm sure we'll get that word out there, but for now, there's no plans on including supper.
Yeah. Okay. Do you get fair amount of customers coming from out of town?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, people are traveling. Absolutely. And that's awesome that people are willing to travel to come here and grab those treats. And one thing that we do want to start doing though is being able to start offering deliveries, like say once a week or once every 2 weeks, get deliveries made to Neepawa where everybody can meet at a spot and grab their treats. And I'd like to start getting into maybe some of the local grocery stores and start branching out that way as well. So people have easier access.
Yeah. Can't do everything at once. But
No, Rome was not built in
No.
a day. So, as we are in soft opening still, so we're hoping to have a grand opening May-ish
Okay.
when it starts warming up a little bit and people actually want to enjoy being outside. And that'll be something we'll also be doing, is adding the outdoor tables again,
Mhm.
so that people can enjoy sitting outside and tasty treats and a cup of coffee, tea, whichever.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. So the involvement you had in the markets and that, you had quite a lot of response there.
Oh, absolutely, yes. And it just, and my client base just grew and grew and grew. So, you know, it's as long as you're hitting the right markets, right?
Yeah.
So as I say, I hit busy markets, and then just branching out, right? And then it was an awesome feeling when people went, yes, I know you, right? And then they come for more treats because they know who you are, right?
Yeah.
So which is, I think, has helped here is that a lot of people know who I am already. I've been baking for markets for 3 years prior to this, so that just kind
There
of,
was a lot of interest. Somebody taking over the business. I know
there was a
met
lot
to you before the Glory Swiss Shell in Neepawa.
Yes, yep. Yes, and
Okay.
people were so excited. And you know, and when you're running into people on the street when we were doing all the renovations and listening to the excitement and feeling the excitement, I mean, it just helped keep my excitement going, keeping me motivated, because this was a lot of work to get this done and set up and ready to open. So, but it was all well worth it. I get to bake the world into a better place every day.
So you did quite a bit of painting. It looks very impressive.
Yes, my boyfriend did all the work. That would
Yeah.
be, yes, Jason McClendon from Jay's Odd Jobs. He's very good with paintbrush.
Is there any plans for any changes in the exterior of the building?
We haven't really, we want to redo all the windowsills and everything outside, yes, but other than that, we haven't really discussed what we're going to do with
Yeah.
outside. But the windows definitely on the outside need to be redone as well.
Yeah.
We just kind of ran out of time.
Yeah.
Winter came, right? So.
Yeah. So, what are the most popular items?
Cinnamon buns
Cinnamon buns.
and my pumpkin sugar cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and bread. Yes, we have the white brown bread. Hopefully buns soon. So I'm trying to get that machine figured out. Granola bars as well.
And then you have sandwiches.
Yes,
as well.
yes, we do. We have the ham and cheese, egg salad, chicken salad, BLT, grilled cheese, Denver. I'm thinking tuna will be a special request. Nobody has requested that tuna
No.
sandwich. It doesn't seem to be a favorite. And we want to bring back the clubhouse. And then I think we have all the old school sandwiches, as you want to put it, right? So.
No thought about a specialized breakfast item.
Yes, I want to start bringing in some breakfast, doing like egg on a biscuit.
Yeah.
That has been a favorite of mine since, I think, before Tim Hortons even showed up. And scrambled eggs, toast. We offer toast now, and we'll probably add the scrambled eggs. I'm not sure why we haven't. Just it's busy and hectic, right?
Yeah.
You know, and absolutely, we'll do a small breakfast menu.
Any interest from the school kids, like high school?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
but what they want is the pizza.
Yeah.
Right, they enjoy coming in for grabbing some cookies and stuff, the chocolate chip cookies, the monster
Yeah.
cookies, peanut butter cookies, but yeah, they want the pizzas back, and I know they do, and as soon as we can have them back, they will be back.
Well, I remember for myself that pizza's really delicious and
Yes.
good variety.
Right? So,
Yeah.
it's
And
just being prepared and being ready.
yeah, I remember the pies as well. There was I think an apple pie, and then there was meat pies.
Yes, I know there was the meat pies and stuff that were here, and then there's my pies too that I'll be, I am hoping to bring those back tomorrow. for our 1 month anniversary, I thought it would be a great day to debut my pies, right? So that's the plan anyway. We'll see if I can follow through or not. And some Danishes
Okay.
in place of donuts. Right now we don't have donuts, right? So, and I know that's what everybody's looking for, is those donuts,
Yeah.
right?
Do you get a lot of support from the town? in the
Yes.
area? Yeah.
Yep, there's lots of support that comes
Yeah.
through these doors every day from the community, which is amazing.
Good.
You feel it.
Now, anything you'd like to add? Any advice for people starting their own business or buying into a business or?
So just be prepared to do a lot of work. I've been
Yeah.
working 20-hour days, sleeping 3. So you got to be prepared to put in a lot of time, a lot of hard work, and but if it's, how does that go? If you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life, right? So I mean, yes, there's a lot of stress and stuff with starting out a business. It's have proper support, which I do, thankfully, and then just have fun. Remember to always have fun.
Good. Yeah.
So
Thanks,
Thank you.
Jody.
come to the Gladstone.